All right, guys, give Creighton credit. I thought they played well. We were not our best tonight, but give them credit. They were difficult for us to score on all night. So, questions?
Coach Connor just said he thought the team passed up some open shots tonight. What do you think the team can do to improve its shot selection, especially against tougher defenses?
You know, I'd have to look at it. I really am curious once I look at the film to see the quality of our looks. You know, we were trying to obviously pull their 3-time Defensive Player of the Year out of the paint, and it wasn't always successful. I'd have to look. We might have had some clean looks we passed on. He might be right with that. I got to look at it.
Chris, what's the message to the team in the locker room, especially after you get your first road victory against Georgetown on Friday, and then you come home and the shooting performance isn't what you want it to be? What's the message to the team?
Yeah, we just got to get better. I think we really let the frustration of not scoring affect our defense, and that was most disappointing. We've got to be better than that collectively. You know, I thought we got it to a manageable halftime lead, and then I think in the second half when we struggled to score, we just didn't have the spirit or competitiveness defensively. That's probably the biggest message to them right now is we have to be better on that end. And we'll look and see, was our execution what it needed to be? Did we get some – I know we missed some layups and we missed a couple open threes that we need to make, but we still need to play with more fight on the defensive end when we're struggling to score.
Coach, earlier in the season, you told us you and I had an idea of what you wanted your three-point distribution to be. We know you're in the top 5 in the country at that. Are you trending towards the number that you were looking for earlier in the season? Where is that sitting at?
Yeah, it's right where we want it to be. I think our percentages until this game were where I wanted it to be too. They're going to take a significant drop here after this game. But the attempts are good. It's more about the quality, but I thought the attempts were where they needed to be. You know, through whatever 20 games or whatever it is now, the numbers are right what we wanted them to be.
In terms of that competitiveness and that spirit you talked about, is that something you leave to your players to kind of pick each other up, or is that something as you as a coach you feel like you have to kind of overstep and try to coach that out of them? Like, how do you kind of balance that?
Well, I got into them there early, and I think as much as anything, just really struggling to score can, especially for a team that is new, really struggling to score can really be a hard thing. It can just be a challenge to overcome. And in terms of your spirit on both ends, your spirit on the glass, your fight. But to your question, I think it's collectively. It's on our upperclassmen. It's on our captains. It's on us as well. And you need a couple guys to step up and make energy plays to give you a little bit of lift. And I thought we did that at the end of the second half or end of the first half, but we're not good enough in the start of the second half.
Coach, despite some of the struggles tonight offensively, the team only had 9 turnovers tonight, and especially against tougher defense. What does it mean for the team to be taking such good care of the ball heading into the Butler game? Yeah,
I thought that's certainly been something that's bothered us some this year. You know, if there was a positive coming out of it, I thought that was it. But again, I think across the board, we just. We need to be better on both ends. I thought we had some good. We had 10 offensive rebounds in the first half, which is a terrific number. I think we had 4 or 5 turnovers, which is a good number. I thought we were holding them defensively where we needed to. If you make 2 or 3 more shots, it's a 2-possession game. I was more probably disappointed with our second half than our first half. And let me give them credit too. I don't want to forget that they're playing well. I think they've won 6 out of 7 or whatever it is now. 6 out of 7. They're playing very well right now. I think they found out their rotation with Pop out, and they're playing like one of the better teams in the league.
Coach McDermott talked about limiting committing fouls. You talked about the frustration with missing shots. Just in your experience as a head coach, how much of a rough shooting performance, how can it be more difficult if you can't get to the free throw line? Does that have any sort of correlation with the frustration there?
Yeah, well, they're the best team in the league at not fouling, and a big part of that is Kalkbrenner, who's going to be the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, planting him there. But their other guys don't foul needlessly, but I think they know they've got him on the back line. I think the hope would have been to be able to keep him on the perimeter as much as possible. And we just weren't able to create enough offense with Skogman on the perimeter and with him on the perimeter. And then when we went with a more traditional lineup, we really struggled to score.
Chris, you guys head to Butler on Saturday. I believe you mentioned to us preseason that one means a little something different. Can you just talk about your emotions maybe heading into that game?
I've got great memories there. If I might have mentioned that, I can't remember exactly what I said. Great memories there. You had 3 wonderful years as the head coach there, we were. It was just a terrific players, teams. Got great friends there still, but. I've got the fan base is a special fan base. There'll be a great crowd on Saturday, I'm sure. But my main focus right now really is just on getting us, playing. I thought we had been in a stretch where we had played really well, and for whatever reason, we got to figure out how do we be better on Saturday. So that's my main focus. Thank you.
Connor, just with your shoulder, you're wearing a big aggressive brace. How much is that kind of impacting you, like in the game, and like how much do you kind of feel it like off the court, just dealing with that shoulder injury for the rest of the year?
Yeah, definitely. Off the court, it's kind of a pain, but I'm noticing in practice and everyday stuff. But on the court, once adrenaline gets going, I'm not feeling it as much. Just that brace just kind of sucks, but I'm gonna have to try and tough it out for the rest of the season.
So you guys are top 5 in the country in 3-point distribution, and obviously it wasn't working out, especially to start the game tonight. Did you like the looks you were getting from deep, or were you a little bothered from behind the line?
I'll say we all got great looks. Just one of them nights where we just weren't hitting, myself included. Just we get back to work and get back in the lab and continue to work on our game.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we almost passed up on some good shots. With Kalkbrenner being the force he is inside, I think when we're open, we need to shoot the ones we get because you might not get another one. So, yeah.
Guys, Layden played a really nice game today, 5 of 10 from the field, 15 points. Just as this team continues to trend in the right direction, what does it mean for him to be consistently playing well as an offensive option?
Yeah, it's awesome. Layden's been playing really well as of late. He's got that defensive mindset already. So to have him scoring and distributing the ball is big for us. I think it can help us take the next step.
What was the mood inside the locker room? Because Friday night you guys get a big win on the road at Georgetown, and then you guys come home, and then this is the performance. Kind of what was the messaging from Holtmann and the coaching staff and the mood in the locker room post-game?
We got to have fight. There's going to be nights where you don't make a lot of shots, but that can affect your defensive end, and it's just got to be a collective fight. We got to have our leaders, the captains. We got to be better and just bring guys along and show them that this is the Big East. Like it's a fight every single night, no matter who you're playing.
Yeah, we got to just be better as older guys. Just trying to change that mindset when they go on a run and leading our team.
Anything else for the players? All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.